So today is the day and I am changing Airbnb, which marks my about a month and a half in Colombia and in Bogota, which was the result because I couldn't go to Ecuador. Of course, they wouldn't let me go without the vaccine, but this is not that bad. And finally get rid of this horrendous working situation here. Well, I did change a little bit, so my setup looks something like this. Yeah, it's the same horrible table with absolutely no space to work with, but I got the job done. I mean, at the end of the day, the working station, as long as you have a desk and something to sit on, you will be fine. But this wasn't the reason I wanted to make this video, and I have another topic that I want to talk about. If you guys thinking of living this way, the digital nomad way, although it offers incredible freedom and location freedom, you can just do what you want. It also comes with some problems. I mean, this Airbnb, like I told you, I couldn't do any background checks because I needed an Airbnb quickly because I couldn't, of course, go to my flight, and I was kind of for a little bit, and so I just booked this one. And although it was good, it worked. There was the massive problem of not being able to bring absolutely anybody to visit here, which sounds like a small problem, but actually it is quite annoying. I'm sure you can imagine the situation. I'm sure you get the point, right? But the digital nomad lifestyle, I mean, you just kind of have to scour through the listings. You have to find a good place, and you have to pray that the damn Wi-Fi works. It's constant. It's not like some outages or whatever. And well, I got lucky that the Wi-Fi here was incredible, but the desk situation just wasn't up to par. And sometimes the listings, they just might have like a dining table with a sketchy ass wooden chair and they call it a working station. And technically it does work, but goddamn, if you have to sit there for like 3-4 hours in a row, kind of gets your places jammed up, if you know what I mean. So that is right now. I have to get going from this Airbnb. I have to leave in like 20 minutes. They already called me to get the hell out of here. The cleaning lady is coming, so I will go to the lobby and work from there for the next 3 hours. So yeah, bye this apartment. It was nice, but I will not miss this damn table. So I've just arrived in the new Airbnb. It's a little bit more smaller, but the workstation is right there, and of course the bed, bathroom, not too shabby. So yeah, as I was saying, it's not always sunshine. I just arrived at the new Airbnb and everything seemed great, but this guy was advertising this Airbnb that it had a pool table, and upon arrival I couldn't find it at all. I thought maybe it's in another floor or something, but after asking the reception, they said that there's no pool table. I'm like, oh well, that's weird. And I sent the guy a message like, hey man, where's the pool table? I was really looking forward to playing the pool. I really love pool, so which is one of the reasons why I booked this place in the first place. And I asked him like, hey man, where's the pool table? I would really love to play, just to kind of see what he would respond. And he just straight up told me, there isn't a pool table, sorry man, we are renovating right now and there's nothing we can do. And then I'm like, well, that's a little bit unfair. I booked this place. You had a photo of the pool table I wanted to play, and this is what you have advertised. Let me show you what he responded with. So yeah, of course it is in Spanish, but basically he just said that, excuse me, I didn't know that you needed this table, that it was one of your needs or wants. And I was a little bit confused, like, what do you mean? Like, of course it's something I want to do. If you have a damn photo of the pool table, posted up on the listing. And he was just saying, no, like, you didn't ask specifically whether the table was there. And I was like, what do you mean? Like, it's not like, well, you can see I responded here. It's not like I should need to ask through all the amenities that they're actually there. It's like he's basically saying I should have asked whether the pool table is actually there, even though he had a photo of it. And funnily enough, he actually deleted the photo of the pool table from the listing, which is correct. But as you can see, here's the photo of the pool table. Yeah, he was basically putting the blame on me, which is really disappointing. I was, it's not really about the money, right? It's about taking accountability and just being fair. Like, man, you advertised the apartment with a pool table, which is a big amenity. I really love playing that. And instead of saying like, sorry man, yeah, it's, we're renovating, it's not available right now, but here's what I can do for you, man. Maybe he could have offered me a solution, or just owned up to it, or I think, which would be fair, like give me a 5% discount. Like, this was a big factor when I was booking this shit. And yeah, he just basically dumped the blame on me, saying like, no bro, you should have asked whether the table is here or not. Like, now that doesn't make sense. It's not like I should be asking whether the Wi-Fi is working. If you list the Wi-Fi, like, of course the Wi-Fi should be working. Like, what do you mean, bro? But yeah, it's not about the money, like a 5% discount or anything else. It's about being accountable. Like, this is like a grown man, and this is what you do for a living, probably. And yeah, I was just disappointing, man. Let me know what you guys think about that. Like, I feel like I was falsely advertised to, you know and he's just kind of dumping the blame on me, which is really disappointing. That's all I can describe this feeling with. Like, bro, like, couldn't you just like say like, sorry man, you know it's not here. I knew you were looking forward to it, and I'm sorry, maybe I can do something for you. But instead, just blaming me, which is weird. But now we have actually a much bigger problem. Let me show you that. So I'm just gonna put the video up here. But ever since arriving in this Airbnb, I've had a sore throat for like 2 days straight, which I thought maybe it's a coincidence or something. But I had a guest over here as well, and they also got the sore throat. And I was like, maybe it's just a coincidence, whatever. But after further inspection, I looked in the bathroom, which seems to have some mold in there, and I contacted the support, of course, and they agreed. But right now it's not looking too great for me, because they say, we do understand, however, since the mold is in the bathroom tiles, it means that you will be receiving a 10% refund on the impacted nights, as per our policy. So right now it's up to the host whether he can fix it or offer me an alternative place to stay, which is unlikely at this point, judging by the way he reacted to the pool table problem, which was, and actually the host is responding. I'm kind of curious. So as we can see, he's actively writing right there. It is in Finnish, I'm sorry, but it's Freddy is writing right now as we speak. And although it says that it's 3 p.m., it is actually only 8 a.m. here. This is kind of our moment of truth. I'm really curious as to what he's gonna say. Like, and yeah, as I suspected, he's denying the fact that it's mold. He's saying that it is something about the tiles and the thing there. Yeah, I don't know. Why is it a little bit disappointing? Maybe I'm going crazy. Maybe it's not mold. So good news, even though the host was denying it, and while Airbnb support was on my side, they decided to fully refund me all of the nights that I'm not gonna spend here. So I've already packed all my stuff. So here we are in the new Airbnb. What I was trying to open the door, and I hear this damn music coming. I'm like, what the hell? Like, is somebody here? I was so sketched out to open the door, but I finally got in, and it's the damn television. But you didn't do this because I thought somebody's still here. That's like, well, I got so sketched out. Yeah, I'm definitely gatekeeping this place from you guys. Look at that. It's almost too perfect. The size is like wide. How much is that? Last time it was 1 foot. It's gotta be like 2 foot this time. And the width, oh my lord. You could probably fit 2 chairs here for co-working purposes, but look at that setup. But the rest of the apartment looks very good as well. This is like the perfect place for the nomad lifestyle, and it was a good price too. My god, I'm getting too excited about this chair though. Like, look at that. Look at that support in the neck, the armrests, the ergonomics, and this table. Wow. So yeah, we made it, and even though I just said it, I'm definitely gatekeeping this place from anybody who's coming to Bogota. I might just stay here. I have a trip to Peru, Lima in 36 days, and I'm gonna be staying there for like a month as well. But this damn chair and this table, it's making me wanna stay, and probably I'm definitely gonna put this in like my bookmarks and most likely return, But the point of this video. So it's the next morning, and even though I said the video will be finished, there has been a little update to this, let's just say, unfortunate situation. So the host from the last Airbnb, and like I said, I got the refund, I got there was some mold, I sent the pictures to the Airbnb support, they agreed, and they refunded me, and I could switch the place to this one, and now actually I feel a lot better. And today I woke up with no sore throat, but I'm just so disappointed right now. Take a look at this. Right, so guys, I don't know if you know, but in Airbnb, you cannot see the review that the host left you before you write yours to them. So I got the Gmail notification that I got the review from him, and I had this bad gut feeling already, like he probably put something a little bit bad. But then I was like, you know what, it's behind us, whatever, it's over with. I am sure he will be more understanding, right? Well, the reality was something different. So this is in Spanish once again, and we're not gonna read that because basically he said this. So my visit was not pleasant. After 2 nights of stay, he sought refunds. Fortunately, this reservation was finalized. Unwelcome guest, that is a little bit too much right now. And of course, luckily Airbnb lets you put a public response, and I just put what happened. I got the symptoms of bad air, and Airbnb support agreed with me. I'm just a little bit disappointed in this guy because like Airbnb support literally agreed with me that there's mold, there's a problem with the inside air, and yet still this guy cannot let it go and just gives me a bad review. And the worst thing about this is I gave him a relatively positive review because I thought maybe he had a bad day or something. I don't want to be too harsh, right? I want to believe that this guy is not that horrible. Like, let's be real, who wants to be mean on purpose? So I was like, all right, even though I had a little bit of a bad stay, I'm gonna give him like a fair review after all. So let's see what I wrote to him. So I wrote, good place for one person, a little bit small, and about the situation where there was no pool table. He ended up offering the wine bottle, which was, at least something. And there was good Wi-Fi. It's a good place for working. But I totally should have put more harsh review here because now I took the hit on my profile. I look like a bad guest, and I gave him like a pass, basically saying it's all right. And yeah, just kind of to be fair, I'm making these videos for absolutely no reason. I'm not really trying to make any money. I'm trying to perhaps show how this kind of a lifestyle can be, what it includes, what's to come. I've been in Colombia for 48 days now, and I should actually make a video explaining why the hell did I even come here in the first place. But for now, we got a big ass desk, a good ass chair, and actually in this apartment, like I mentioned, you can bring guests over, which is obviously a huge benefit. You want to bring a friend or whatever, your brother or perhaps even a woman, who knows, that's crazy, right? But but I'm gatekeeping this place still, so don't even think about it. But yeah, for this video I think we'll just end it here. And well, I woke up today at 4:30, so I'm like kind of tired from all this, well, to be rude, bullshit, right? The host doing whatever. This host, by the way, was great. And yeah, I'm just gonna probably log in some hours of good old Dota 2. I hope some of y'all still play that because it's gotta be the greatest game. And even though I could play Dota in Finland, it feels better to play it in Colombia, trust me. And I'm actually playing with the Peruvians. So it's a learning experience. The language, the game, the culture, the atmosphere, guys, is different around here. But why did I come here in the first place to Colombia? I will tell you in the next video.